Yep. Here comes the sun. Do. It's 5 a.m. Finishing up on some homework. I was gonna do homework Friday night, and then I said I was gonna do homework tonight after getting a really late start on it, and I haven't done that. But I'm planning to get a couple hours in tomorrow after I wake up, go to the teen center, and then just grind it out tomorrow night. So yeah, that'll be fun. Yeah. Same old, really. Except my chin hurts real bad because I just had some zit trouble, and it was pretty bad. And man, it really hurt and stung. So I had to get everything out of there. So I'm tired of this thing, and I just want it to go away. So yeah. Even more sunshine. Great. What? Oh. Yes, I guess I do want to save it. We'll do that. Okay. Boom. Done. I don't know what that is. No, I don't want it saved, actually. No. Shut down. Okay. Now it's time for bed. This is crazy. I keep staying up so late. Oh, and I wanted to go to bed like 2 hours ago, but I just felt like I had to finish that unit, which I did. I got a 24 out of 24 on the lesson and 20 out of 25 on the quiz, which I could have sworn I had all the answers right. But I mixed up 2 types of coal, and that was the end of my 100 on there, so that sucks. I can only attempt the quiz once. Yeah. One pair of shoe everywhere. Just one random. I'm so mad that my Hyperdunks are defective. Too dark in here. I need to finish the vlog. But moving is nearing. I know I keep saying that, but it is. It's getting closer. And it kind of sucks because I'm way behind and I'm pretty sure I have to catch up on 3 classes. English shouldn't be as bad as geoscience. Geoscience is just an insane amount of work. And junior studies definitely shouldn't be as bad either because it's an elective. But needless to say, I do have to do a lot more writing. I think writing and reading stuff other than numbers is a lot harder. At least with math, I could skim over stuff and then look at the formula that I need to look at and kind of get the gist of it and do good. Yeah, geoscience, I need to look everywhere. I need to Google stuff. I need to watch videos. That sucks. Like within the lesson, videos I need to watch. I'm just like, I'm trying to listen to music doing my homework. Come on. So yeah, I guess it's basically like, it's like an actual classroom, I guess. So you have to watch those videos and stuff like that. So definitely not going to enjoy that, not being able to do whatever I want from the hours of 7 o'clock to 2 o'clock. I'm not going to like not being able to do whatever I want. And most of the time, at least yesterday, from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m., I was asleep. I think I woke up at 3:30 today, after going to bed at 3:30, so I don't know what that was all about, but I guess my body was like, hey, let's get 12 hours of sleep. Okay, sounds like a good idea. So, I don't know what that's all about. But, yeah, moving is nearing, which means I need to start getting on a better sleep schedule anyways, and dang it. I need my thing from over there, and I probably should discharge before I touch that, so. You know what? That's a good way to discharge right here. I stopped myself a little bit, but before I take this out, make sure I don't shock myself on that thing, and especially not in the socket over here, because that would suck. But as long as I don't touch anything metal, I think I'm okay. Oh! No, I'm just kidding. Plug in my phone. God, they made it reversible and it's still hard to do with one hand. It's because, you have to put more force on the plug. that you had to with like the iPhone 4 and 4S and 3G and 3GS and original. It's just, you have to put so much more pressure on it. You can't just like boop, put it in. So, oh, speaking of which, we got this on our hands. Yep. So, I woke up today, saw on Twitter, was looking up, Serge's injury, and I see probable for game 1 from not the most credible sources, but I see it and I'm like, okay, cool. It's probably tweeting off of like Roto World or some kind of other injury related site, and yeah, it said that, and I was feeling pretty good. Probably about 30 minutes to an hour later, I refreshed my timeline and I see Serge Ibaka out for the rest of the postseason, and I'm like, wow. But it's kind of weird how our GM worded it. He was talking about like if we make the finals, Ibaka isn't counted out, and I just like how everyone reported as out of for the rest of the postseason, but probable for the finals. So I guess people reporting it are like, okay, they're going to lose in the Western Conference Finals now. So that sucks. I think we could still make it. I still have faith in the team, mainly because, I don't know, it gives Steven Adams a lot of burn, and I think he did pretty good against the Clippers. But I mean, Ibaka is just a force and really changes the way players think about driving to the paint. I mean, he just being there, they don't really do it that often. I think there's a difference of like 18% from the field when Serge is on the bench and off the bench. Like San Antonio shoots like 62% on us when he's sitting on the bench, but when Serge is in the game, it's like 44%, something way below, something below average. But definitely not 62%. So, I don't know. But I think, the offense, granted that Serge is a big part of the offense and he spreads the floor well with that jumper from the elbow and, to the three-point line, between 15 and 23 feet. He spreads the floor pretty well, but Collison not only has a way higher basketball IQ than Serge, because sometimes Serge makes the stupidest plays. Sorry, not gonna lie, but I mean, I really like Serge. He's one of my favorite players, but yeah, just makes some questionable decisions compared to Collison. Obviously, Collison's way older. He's like 30, 33, 34. I don't know, but he's on the downside of his career, and he hasn't been that good offensively other than that lucky 3 that he made in Game 6. That was only his 8th career 3, and he's been in the league for 10 years. So, I don't know, but he does have a basketball IQ to him, and when we put him in the game against the Clippers, the offense just started getting going, like it was stagnant, we were hanging around 8 points, and then all of a sudden our lead builds when Collison gets in the game. He was like a plus 50, I think, which is insane. Plus minus, if you don't realize how many points the team scores, how much the lead extends or, goes back for whenever a player is on the court. And I think I want to say it's per 48 minutes, and Collison didn't play 48 minutes. So obviously he didn't really extend our lead by 50, but theoretically he could have if he was playing 40 minutes, or 36 minutes, 48 minutes. But just the ball movement. When he got in the game, the ball was moving. They were swinging around the perimeter. It just looked great. Like, he got in the game, and our players just were like, passing. I remember how to do that. All right, let's go. So that's why I'm still optimistic about this thing. I think we can still make it to the finals. What I don't think that we can. I don't know if we can win. I'm not as optimistic as I was 2 days ago about it, or like whenever we won the Clippers series and Serge was like, oh, it's just a regular strain and he'll be fine, said Coach Brooks. Thanks, Brooks. But I don't know, I don't feel as optimistic as I did before, but why is there a rag in here? But I mean, having Serge on the floor obviously means a lot, and Miami's big man defense is not good. But if the Pacers can beat Miami and we can beat the Spurs, I'm pretty confident with a team with Durant and Westbrook, we can win the championship against the Pacers. But the Heat is going to be tough. I don't think it'll be in 5 games. I think we'll still take them to 6. And Steven Adams could be huge for that because he's going to obviously get a lot of burn. He got 40 minutes in Game 6. In a closeout Game 6, the rookie got 40 minutes. He's second most behind KD. And that's huge for, a guy from this year's draft who everyone thought was a bad pick and turned out to be a steal. And he got his first postseason double-double, which was huge. So, he played a big role in that Clippers win and in the whole series. The one thing is that he just doesn't guard the pick and roll well, and I know the Spurs are going to do that because the Spurs have like every single offensive set they use. I mean, because Pop is such a great coach, and Brooks is kind of predictable. So, basically KD, Russ, ISO. That's basically it. For the most part, at least when Collison's on the bench, because like I said, ball movement happens, and the offense, runs and everything. But obviously, Serge is way faster, so defensively we're gonna have problems unless everyone on the team can step it up, which I'm confident they can because this team has done pretty well with injuries. We still almost got a 60-win season while Westbrook was out. Or, with Westbrook being out this season, which obviously KD had a lot to do with that because he just went off in January. We had a 10-game win streak without Russ, our highest of the season. So, I'm pretty confident about the Spurs series. I think we can still take them. But Miami, we're definitely going to have to do something. And Steven Adams, if he can do good, because you don't usually play big against Miami, if he can do good, I think we'll be fine. Because big guys, they give Miami trouble. As long as they're fast and can really beat up Bosch. Because Miami likes to play small ball. And Bosch should obviously be guarding the center spots. But I mean, if they can do that and play well, or if you go to Perry Jones playing small, but I don't know, because he's I don't know if he's a rookie or a sophomore, but he is one of those. And just throwing him into the fire of the finals, like, he didn't play all playoffs. He played maybe like 10 seconds before halftime. So throwing him into the fire in the finals to guard LeBron would be crazy, but he's done pretty good on him in the regular season. But obviously postseason LeBron is a totally different monster. But I don't know. I'm still confident in this team. I'm not as confident in the finals, but I'm confident that we can get there. So that's my take on it. And it's time for bed. It's 5:30 in the morning, so good night.